Another agent has joined your group. True Sun's munitions detected.
Here.
Serious trauma detected.
Tag anything useful, announce it in a recovery team later.
And blow the shit out of anything too dangerous.
Military grade explosive residue. True Sun's reinforcements incoming.
Keep moving. We need to clear the next hall.
Serious trauma detected. Agent out of action. An agent needs assistance. Vital signs critical. Agent deceased.
If they can rig it with a warhead and some means of propulsion, they wouldn't even need a guidance system to hit the White House or 7.
Kinda goes without saying, but see any missiles lying around? Make sure they can never, ever be used.
Damn it. The salvage crew just ran into those reinforcements. They need backup.
Okay, so let's go with the build. I have made a combo build in which you will have unlimited burn damage. Well, not actually unlimited, but you will have 5 sources of burn. So I do guarantee that using this set, you will have high chances that the enemies will be burning all the time. Now, for all the new players out there, let's say your SHD is level 1, you don't have to worry about anything because me myself, on this account, I haven't been optimizing the Keener's Watch as well. That is to see how effective a set can be. Like for this one, I'm only relying on the recalibrated part or attribute on each of the gear pieces. Okay, so right now I highly suggest going with the survivalist specialization, in which you will be having incendiary grenade, which will ignite the enemies caught in the blast. Now for the primary weapon, I have been using Dark Winter. I just went for this one because of the crit hit chance and crit hit damage. Since this is a god roll, it will be giving me good stats right now. I do have 26% crit hit chance, 42% crit hit damage, 50% headshot damage. Now, my secondary is the Pyromaniac, which will be playing a high part on this build because the talent is perfectly ignited, which will be giving 25% weapon damage to burning enemies. After 3 kills, applies burning to the next enemy that you hit. Now for the sidearm, I do have Perpetuation with the talent Headshots grant 50% status effect damage and duration to the next status that you apply. Now let's go with the gear itself. I do have 4 pieces of the Eclipse protocol set with the holster of Imperial Dynasty and with the bag of Wyvern with Creeping Death. So let's go first with the mask. It is with 10% status effects, recalibrated with the mod of almost 12% skill haste. Chest with 10% status effects as well, 11.5 skill haste. Imperial Dynasty with the 10% status effects. Wyvern bag with skill damage. I went for this one because of the skill damage, because as you can see, all of these are focused in status effects. So with the talent Creeping Death, when you apply a status effect, it is also applied to all enemies within 8 meters of your target. Gloves with the status effect as well. Kneecaps with the status effect as well. Now with the holster, once again, I do have roll this one, and I'm happy with this Imperial Dynasty because the only one that you will be needing is the status effects. While in combat, applies burn to the enemy closest to you within 20 meters. Cooldown is 35 seconds. Now let's go with the gear talent itself. Having 2 pieces will be giving you 15% status effects. 3 pieces will be giving skill haste 15%, 30% hazard protection. 4 pieces will be giving the talent indirect transmission. Now since I do have the chest piece, your status effects now will spread on kill to all enemies. Because of the chest piece, it is now from 20 meters to 20 meters and refresh the percentage of the duration for 75%. Now if we do not have the Wyvern Creeping Death, we can go for set B for the Providence backpack right over here, which will give basically up to 15% weapon damage. The one that I have is only 12.2 weapon damage, with the brand attribute of 15% headshot damage once it is equipped. Now you can use the Technician Specialization just to make sure that you would still have the 6 skill tier. The main focus of this set is status effects, right? So you want to prolong the burn, the longer the better. Now my build works this way. You will always find enemies in a group of 3 to 5 NPCs, so let's say 3. Now the Dragon's Glare Imperial Dynasty will proc together with the Creeping Death. Now you will have 3 chances to kill an enemy to spread the burn without using any of your burning skills just as yet. Now since the enemies are burning, it is a free kill. Now using the Pyromaniac, as you shoot them with 25% weapon damage, enhanced weapon damage, after the burn, if they are not dead just as yet, that is the time that you can use the Incendiary Grenade or your skill, the Fire Starter Cam Launcher, in which creates a cloud of explosive gas which applies burn status effect. Well, if you want to, as the Imperial Dynasty procs with Creeping Death, you can also use your skills at the same time, the chem launcher and the incendiary grenade, just to make sure that surrounding enemies will be burning as well. Alright, so my second skill here is the Restorer Hive, which is also handy since this build got no armor, and it will be handy also with your fallen teammates. So right now I'll be enumerating the 5 sources of burn for this build. First thing is the Imperial Dynasty together with Creeping Death. Now, the burn upon kill is the second one, as it will spread upon kill. Next is the Pyromaniac, which will be giving burn after 3 kills. Fourth one will be the Incendiary Grenade, and of course, the last one will be your Chem Launcher, the Fire Starter. The one that you have seen in the video is set B with the Providence Backpack right over here, with the Creeping Death talent, because I do have a good roll for status effects, and also I can even have this modified into weapon damage. Now, if you're still thinking for the 6th skill tier, you can still equip with the Technician right over here, just to make sure that you are in 6th skill tier. Now, since you are in 6th skill tier, you have a free slot, so I have changed it to be in the weapon damage, because as a utility user or a status effect user, you would still be shooting the enemies about 60 to 70% of the time, right? So why not even utilize it further with having some further damage in your party? So which do you think is better? Set A, 6 skill tier, 6 yellows, with Survivalist for additional burning capacity with the Incendiary Grenades, or the set B with the 5 skill tier, 5 yellows, 1 red, Providence Backpack, Creeping Death, and the brand attribute of 15% headshot damage with the Technician for the skill tier. I think that's it for this video. Comment down below your ideas and suggestions, or if you have a better one, kindly like and subscribe for more builds in Division 2. Once again, you are watching Random Plays. This is Radio Gamer, over and out.